วันนี้ไฟจะเป็นจากจะไปเดลีนะครับเวลาบันทึก
screams, let me carry you home. Bright lights and colors, love is for the ones who dare to wait. No use in running when all I really want is to make you stay. My mind says yes, you've been here for quite some time, but my heart tells me you should stay a little while. Are we at the end or are we at the start? 129 beats per minute from my heart. Anywhere we go is where I long to roam night or day. I'm taking you all the way, 'cause my heart screams, let me carry you home. We are dreams, we are candles, we are lights, we are believers, we are safe with each other, with each other. But are we at the end? Are we at the end or are we at the start? 129 beats per minute from my heart. Anywhere we go is where I long to roam night or day. I'm taking you all the way, 'cause my heart screams, let me carry you home. Blue dew, blue moon, kinda mysterious, shaded with someone I'm not really into. Do you need to fix it? Talking bullshit. It's hard to see you when your eyes look dull. Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make you not blue? Not blue. Blue dew, bad mood, sorta whippy and jaded, but let's not talk about you. Your coyote song on a rerun. Are you hound dog tired, singing all night long? Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make you not blue? Not blue. Not Coffee in a paper cup. The engine starts right up. Clip myself into the middle seat. Daddy liked talk radio. On gravel he would drive real slow. He told me let's go see what we could see. We pulled into the empty lot before the pavement got too hot. Underneath her leafy crown, the only shade for miles and miles around. With branches low like spiral stairs, we climbed into her maiden hair. You feel like you can really fly up there. 어디서부터 담을 수 있을까 벌어진 틈새를 채울 수 있을까 I don't know what to do We've already spent so much time 우린 이미 먼 길을 너에게로부터 가장 먼저 내 마음이 또다시 철없이 널 향하지 않게 Far away Far away 한참을 헤매고 찾아왔던 네가 그렇게 반가울 수 있었을까 I don't know what to do I can't wait for you anymore 이제 내게 인사를 건네줄게 너에게로부터 가장 먼저 내 마음이 또다시 철없이 널 향하지 않게 Far away kissed a girl just 'cause you wanted to. Not thinking about what you made her do. She started doing her hair and makeup, oh, just for you. Only because you kissed a girl when you wanted to. You think you're young and smart, got no responsibility in this world. But if you're young and smart, you should know better. Don't get laid back 'cause you're not that cool. Don't think you're safe and sound walking around breaking rules. I'll bet your parents are worried sick. That's not as cool as you think. Not as cool as you think, yeah. So you came home late just 'cause you wanted to. Your mom's still awake with her heart in two. She started where it been, it's 2:30. Only because you came home when you wanted to. You think you're young and smart, got no responsibility in this world. But if you're young and smart, you should know better. Don't get laid back 'cause you're not that cool. Don't think you're safe and sound walking around breaking rules. I bet your parents are worried sick. That's not as cool as you. In the corner of the crowded room, your eyes meet mine. Conversations fill the air, lost in space and time. I don't ask for your name. It's already carved in the air. I won't lie a thing. It's already burning away on me. Taking steps to keep my distance. I don't wanna fall. Am I strong enough to guide my heart? Live from it all. I won't call your name. It's already carved in the air. I won't light the flame. It's already burning away.
slowly lose control as emotions overflow, falling into the unknown. Or do we all guard our small fragile hearts as we're softly breaking apart, afraid to give in to the storm and open up our hearts? Set. Yeah. Everything is great inside this narrow maze.
ครับยูโรกระโดดแล้วจะถึง
We speak but oh nothing. We run our separate ways. Do you ever think about me? Or are you busy?
Listen for me when the night is turning. Listen for me when the world is burning. Babe, would you listen for me? Listen for me in a crowded street. Listen for me in a winning street. Listen for me when you're at your peak. Babe, would you listen for me? Listen for me in a child's power. Listen for me in a golden hour. Listen for me when you're on your own. Listen for me when you're far from home. Listen for me when you can't go on. Babe, would you listen for me? Love like wildfire, I was your entire world until I stood alone in a storm. You took the sunshine, the flames are gone now, and I watched you walk straight out of that door. Promises got lost in the dust, your boots by the door, you're not coming home. Love like wildfire, I was your entire world until I wasn't anymore. Oh, heartache, you left me behind. That's not a man, only a coward gone. Now you're chasing the wind, no longer my man. You're just a This place is a ghost town, dressed in moonlight. I whisper your name, can't get any sleep. Smoking cigarette after cigarette, I watch them burn until I forget we're through. Baby, tell me what to do. Promises got lost in the dust, your boots by the door, you're not coming home. Oh, stuck in a ghost town, dressed in moonlight, where I still keep the porch light on. Oh, heartache, you left me You're thousands of miles away. Every heartbeat, every breath is filled with thoughts of you. I am so lost without you, and I don't know what to do. Sleepless nights, filled with all the things I didn't say, that I will make it okay. Turn back time, never let you slip away. Every heartbeat, every breath is filled with thoughts of you. I am so lost without you, and I don't know what to do.
Do you like a pizza?
โอเคได้
เ Wish that I could find the words to describe you now as I'm lying next to you and the world goes quiet. Wish that I could make you see how you fit me perfectly, and I fall for you again. We've been through it all. You're the one who understands. In a world where hope grows thin, you've completed me, and the story left within tells me how to breathe. Wish that I could make you see how you fit me perfectly, and I fall for you again. We've been through it all. You're the one who understands. The one to make things right, and I fall for you again. We've been through it all. You're the one who understands. And I fall for you again.
On the graves, cracks of 1,000 years, somewhere in between our past and our future, rolling over all the dividing things. Are you still listening? Want to be heard by you? Slow fall into the Indian Sea, where the cold and the hot meet, and the powers that be. When it's morning and my soul is clear, I look in the mirror and I see that love